The keyboard comes off with a couple of screws. First, we take off this side plate. All we need to do is loosen this one screw here. And we can slide that piece out. Then you can see there's two more screws. There's one screw here, one screw here, and then we have the same thing on this side. Once we take off those two screws, there's a bracket that holds up the center here, and one likewise on the back side. So we need to remove those two screws. And then it will lift out, but it might come out a little bit hard because there's a pin in here that's an alignment pin just like this one here, but it's coming up through from the bottom and it sticks into this bottom plate that holds the keyboard. So we'll take off the rest of the screws and lift the keyboard out. Okay, if I lift this up, you can see the guide pin right there. There. And I'm going to take this off right here. Once again, that's just a keyhole. I'll take that off and set it down. Do the same on the other side. Set it down. And now when we lift off the keyboard, this octave coupler piece is, the piece that raises the octave coupler is going to come off with the keyboard. So the keyboard has been removed. And you can see, once again, here's the guide pin. And we have all of the pieces that link the keys to the valves. And then in the front here, we have a set of octave couplers. So the way these work is this gets lifted up, and when you push this, to push this key down, you can see off to the, when you push this here, that would push this key down with the key. But then at the same time, it pushes the key one octave higher. On the bass side, we push a key and it pushes the other key one octave lower. I'm going to take off the octave couplers. They're pretty easily. There's one screw right there. There's another screw here. Another screw here. Another screw here. And this is just a flap with a cloth valve or cloth hinge here. I'm going to take out those screws. We'll be able to pull the octave coupler straight forward and lift it right off. The keyboard coupler is pretty dirty. It'll need quite a bit of cleaning, but it's been removed. The Voxumana is held on by a screw on the front here. And then we have screws here and here, and then that whole piece should lift off. So I've loosened the two screws, one right there, one on the other side. This screw has a catch, so once you loosen the screw, you can just move the catch over out of the way. Turn that like that, and now this piece should just lift off. So the Voxumana is off, and we can look at it. So I ripped the leather, which will have to be fixed. There's a leather seal there, and it was glued in place. And the way this works is there's a valve right here. And when you pull, actually air to come in. So air comes in through this hole, and that, you can't really see it very well, but it's just a hole that goes straight through and out the bottom of the board. And the air gets sucked in through there, goes through an impeller system here, which you can see behind the valve. You see the blades. And then it gets sucked from this hole, past the blades, and down into this hole, which leads to the bellows.